What's up guys, thanks for tuning in to this new video. So the conversation between Jimmy Carter and Elvis Presley is one that not too many Elvis fans know about. Everyone knows about his meeting with Nixon, but this one is just as interesting, if not more. So the story of Elvis's phone call to Jimmy Carter and then Carter's phone call to Elvis goes something like this. Around 1977, Elvis's longtime friend George Klein, who was a DJ in Memphis, was accused of mail fraud, of basically puffing up WHBK's ratings, that was the station he worked for, puffing up their ratings, I suppose, to get more money for ad revenue, commercials that played over the air. That's my opinion, not sure about that part, but that would be my guess. So Elvis, being a good friend, made a call to Jimmy Carter, who was just elected. Now, interesting fact about Elvis and Carter was actually a sixth cousin removed from Elvis. Elvis wanted to try to help his friend George Klein out and hopefully get a presidential pardon for him. Now, Elvis had some serious clout. Don't forget, 7 years earlier, Elvis pretty much dropped by Washington, D.C. and met Nixon on a moment's notice. So Elvis was looking to do something similar here for his friend GK and get him out of the situation that he found himself in. So that Monday, June 13th, 1977, now don't forget, this is about 6 days before the Omaha, Nebraska show was to be taped for the CBS special, Elvis made a call to President Carter. Carter, being a busy guy, just got in the White House, couldn't take Elvis's call for whatever reason. But the next day, at about 5:18 p.m., Jimmy Carter calls Elvis at his house. Now, I assume this was the gold phone that Elvis used, which was the line to his own bedroom. So on June 14th, Elvis took the call from Carter, but to Carter's disappointment, Elvis was totally incoherent and out of it. According to Carter, he spent around an hour trying to gather what Elvis really wanted.
Plus tax.
He found out that Elvis wanted a presidential pardon for his friend, but Carter told him since the case hadn't been judged yet, there was no sentence, no prison sentence, he didn't have anything to pardon, so he had to wait. Elvis told him that he hadn't been convicted of anything, so there wasn't anything for Carter to do for Elvis. Jimmy Carter could barely make out what Elvis was even trying to say. And also, he spent quite a bit of time trying to calm Elvis's fears about being shadowed by what he said were sinister forces. Now, I don't know what Elvis meant by this, if there was any merit to anything Elvis was saying, or maybe it was just one of those situations where Elvis just woke up from a long sleep that was medically induced because he had insomnia. A lot of times when Elvis would wake up, after sleep, he'd be very, very groggy, like in the September 1972 press conference for Aloha from Hawaii. But Carter remembers this conversation very well. Elvis made a call that Wednesday to Carter the next day, hoping to talk some more with him about it. But unfortunately, Carter declined the call. So, what happened to George Klein? He was acquitted on 3 mail fraud charges, but found guilty on 1 count of conspiracy and sentenced to 60 days in federal prison. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Comment down below, tell me your thoughts on this situation. Hit the like button, it helps to grow and expand the channel. And of course, subscribe if you haven't already. Talk to you next time.